Howdy, howdy, y'all. My name's Stephen Walker, and you're watching Walker Outdoors Adventures. Today I'm over here at Bear Pond Trailhead. It's in the Seminole State Forest, Seminole State Wildlife Management Area, and I'm gonna be getting on the Florida Trail, doing a few miles. Not looking at real big miles today, but I was over in this neck of the woods, so I figured I would stop and check the trail out. I think there's an actual shelter somewhere on this trail, not far in. And then I'm gonna hike into a campground and possibly see the Waukewa River and check it out. So y'all come along with me. Pretty awesome oaks in here. There's your little seat you can sit down at. Here's some bear poop on the trail. Maybe we'll see one at a distance. This part of the trail is pretty maintained through here, but it's close to a trailhead, so, and plus it goes to a shelter, so I imagine it probably gets used quite a bit. Man, this part of the trail is a drastic difference than that Black Bear Wilderness trailhead that I left a while ago. This trailhead's only about 12 minutes from where that was at, and this is more sandy and upland. That other was more cypress and down in the swamps and along the banks of St. John's. But we'll see what this leads to. I know it's supposed to go down to the Waukewa River. I crossed over it on the drive here, so like I say, this is all new to me. I am excited to be here. If I stay on this portion of the trail, it'll lead me all the way up to Ocala, well, Paisley area, where the Clearwater Lake trailhead is. And I've hiked all the way north from there, but I've never hiked from here to Clearwater Lake. So this is all fresh. And I imagine I'll probably, because I'm just doing it in and out today, most likely end up coming back and doing this again. Here's a little creek that's running too. I'm just toting my little day pack. I've got 2 liters of water. Don't have a filter or anything, so that's really limiting how far I can go today. Plus I didn't get started till 11 o'clock. And I'm not sure about the thunderstorms either. Haven't even looked at no weather, just going. Just had to go. This is pretty through here. All right, here we are. We're coming up on the shelter camp. Now I know that I've already seen 2 others on the trail, and this being the 3rd. I'm not sure exactly how many there are on the Florida Trail. I know there's only a handful of them. Camp zone through hikers. It's really, really clean. It's mowed. Man, taken care of really well. Glad to see. Got some raised beds in there. A little double, a queen. This is pretty cool. I have to check it out. Looks like there's tent camping area back there with a fire pit. I'll go check that out in a minute. I want to look at this a little closer. Got some picnic tables, benches. They sometimes have a log book for you to sign on these, but I don't see one. Maybe it's just because it's not really through hiking season. But you could cram quite a few people in here. Pretty awesome. All right, we'll go check out that other one. All right, after looking around camp a little bit and seeing this sign, I'm kind of adding things up. It says camp zone for through hikers is back that way. and it says that reservations are needed to stay here. So I'm guessing this is part of the state forest. You'd probably have to go through it and reserve that. That's probably why there's not a logbook there, because it's not intended for through hikers. But I guarantee you they use it. So this is where they're wanting the through hikers to camp, within the yellow posts. Got a little fire ring there. Still a pretty cool camp spot, but yeah, I mean, as long as nobody's there, I'd probably slide in. But that's just me. That's just me. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Well, I'm out on trail. I guess trail goes back that way, but I had to come check this out. But anyway, this is the tent camping area if you don't have a reservation. So there's that. All right, if you go straight here, that's a Blue Blaze. I see it on my Far Out app. It's a pretty long loop that goes all the way around and butts back into the Florida Trail. But I'm coming through here, and they got a little mailbox here with a logbook, must sign in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, let me do this. All right, I'm signed in, logged in, ready to roll. Look like one other person is on the trail today. Had the same date. Can't say who it was. They wrote Captain N-word. I guess that's their trail word, or trail name. Captain N-word. All right, maybe we'll run into them. Well, the sun's pushed out from behind the clouds, and there ain't too much cover through here. You can see this is all just burnt shrubs, or at one time it was burnt. Sandy hill. Pretty warm. I gotta keep an eye on my water, but hopefully it ain't like this the entire way. Maybe not, we'll see. Let's get over some logs. Ugh. The trail's pretty tight on you through here. Good walking. A little bit sandy, but ain't much of a breeze comes through these bushes. They're so thick. It's sun's out now. It's pretty warm. We'll see if I can get the miles I want to get in before I decide to turn around that it's just too daggum hot. We'll see. Looks like there's some deer tracking the trail. Moving along pretty good now though. Well, we're not in the sand anymore. Got down into a little bit of lowlands here. Guess I'm just gonna get wet probably. I'll walk around this one, but if they keep throwing them at me, I'll end up going through them. Yeah, I made it to a road crossing of some sorts. I guess this is part of the Seminole State Forest. Friends of the State Forest, yeah. Yep, going straight across. Not sure exactly how much further I got to go to get to that camp. Maybe 2 miles. But that's gonna be my end point where I'm gonna turn around. I think it's next to the river. So hopefully I'm satisfied with that, because I'm not going any further today. Maybe another day. All right, I come out of the swampy area, and back up into the sand hills. It's like beach sand, and the woods are closing in on me. I think I only have about 1.5 miles to go to Blackwater Creek campground. That's gonna be, it's 4 miles from the trailhead. So that's 4 in, 4 out. It'd be eight miles for the day. got a late start and it's pretty hot and limited water, so that's what I'm gonna go to and then turn around unless I absolutely see something I gotta go see. And that's possible. All right, we're out of the sugar sand. Back into the swamp. I'm getting wet on this one, I guess. Maybe not too bad. A little bit of a boardwalk here. Yep, getting wet. Oh well. Probably feels good anyways. I got 1 mile to the camp. Yep, swampy water. Let's go for it. It's not exactly cool either. Pretty warm. Right now I'm doing all right, but I got to keep an eye on these clouds because I do got, and there's bear poop right in the middle of it. I must be up at the road. I just heard a truck go by. Anyway, I got to watch the clouds. I got 4 miles to get back once I make it to the camp, and I'm gonna have to hustle because that's pretty much an hour for me hiking, full out hiking. So if I get stuck in a storm, it's gonna be for an hour before I get to the truck. Here's some sort of forest road. And I think the next little thing I come up to is that blue blaze that where I was at the mailbox. It's gonna cut back into this road. And I even thought about going that way on the way back. But a lot of times the blue blazes aren't maintained as well. And like I said, I don't want to get caught in a storm and then not know what I got in front of me. And so I'm gonna go back the way I came, be smart. All right, it looks like I got a road walk for a little ways. I think I only got about 0.4 of a mile to get to the campground. And if you stay on this road, there's a bridge that ultimately you got to cross over if you're hiking. I may go check that bridge out, but I'm going to the campground first. I can see some clouds building up in front of me. So I got to keep an eye on them. It looks like right there is where that blue blaze would have came out at. I'm not interested in going that way. It looks growed over right at the road, so ain't nobody been using that. Stay the way I came. All right, this looks like the cutoff for the campground. Yep, Blackwater camp number 5. Now what I may do, I know I was thinking about doubling back the same way I came, but I'm gonna look at a map, and if this is the road that I'm parked on, I'm probably just gonna get on that and head back to the trailhead that way, because it'll probably knock out a little bit of time. I guess I'll have to look at the map and see though. But let's go check out this campground. Oh, this looks like it'd be a nice campground. Right on a little running creek, Blackwater Creek. Camp zone within the yellow banded area for thru hikers. I wonder if they have a shelter up here, because it's specifying for people to camp right here. I see a bench up there. Blackwater camp. Yeah, same thing. Reservation required. Ain't gonna stop us from checking it out. Hey, I seen where that road was back there. You can drive really close to this. I don't know if this property's open year round for vehicles, but I guess if you make a reservation, you can come in here. If you had a little John boat, man, you can make a nice little camp down here. Blackwater Creek. Oh, there's a big old freaking tilapia down in there. I don't think I've seen it, or the camera's seen it, but dang, it was huge. Like 10-pound fish. Got some fish on that bed right there. It's a pretty spot. All right, I'm gonna hang out here for a few, cool down, check out the map, and then start heading back. Yeah, I was looking at the map and that road goes right back to the truck. So instead of walking back through all that sugar sand and swamp, I'm just gonna go back down the main or the forest road. Since I've already walked the trail, ain't no need in backtracking it. I really want to keep going north, but that ain't my plan for today. Just gonna hang out here, mix me a drink with some electrolytes, and probably start hiking back. Well, I've been hanging out here next to the river and just enjoying myself, but I'm gonna head on back now. And since I'm just headed down the road, unless I see something interesting and showing y'all, this is probably all I'm gonna film. I'm just gonna get on the road, and probably got about an hour walk back to the truck, and probably an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive back to Lakeland. So hopefully I see something to show y'all along the way, but for now, I'm gonna turn this thing off and start hiking. Couldn't help myself. I should be turned around going back the other way to the truck, but I had to come check this bridge out. See what the creek looks like underneath this bridge. Oh, it looks good. Nice creek. And that campground is just right over that way. And it looks like there's a little, maybe another campground over there. See some vehicles over there. I don't know if it's a day use area or if a campground. Either way, had to come check this out. Pretty sweet. All right, now I'm headed to the truck. Well, it looks like the clouds are starting to build up a little bit, and this Lime Rock Road is blinding me and reflecting the sun up on me. Only got, I think, 0.8 back to the truck. Looks like I'm gonna beat the rain, but it's hot. Heard something in the bushes back there. I couldn't get my eye on it though. It's next to the road. I don't know if it's armadillo or what, but when I kind of eased off into the bushes to see if I could see it, it quit moving. So I was like, I need to get on the road and start walking. Looks like we're coming up on a check station here. A couple people sitting around. We'll check it out. All right, y'all, I'm pretty much back in the truck now, crossing the gate there, and I'll be back to this for sure, because I got to end up hiking it all the way out to Clearwater Lake, or vice versa, maybe start at Clearwater and head south that's probably what I'll end up doing unless I start way south and come up through here. It just all depends on if I get a shuttle or if I'm got some time off of work or if I'm hiking with somebody that can park at one end and I park at the next. But that's it for this trail for today. It's hot and I'm done. Seminole State Forest. We'll see y'all on the next one.